This video contains subject matter that may be offensive and disturbing to some people. If you are the type to require a warning throughout a video or show, let this message serve as your warning. This channel discusses the harsh reality of true crime. If this warning is not sufficient for you, consider a different genre and unsubscribe from my channel immediately. We're going to have to switch it over here really quick to catch that one, Scouting Dude. I want to make sure if I can catch it. Because during that intro, there's no streamlabs on it. Come on, come on, come on. Hurry up, let's go. I don't see it. Why is that orange, by the way? I'm just trying to try to flip over there quick enough to catch it. Let's see. Should work, I think. It's not playing yet. It's not playing yet. And thanks, Scouting Dude. I don't know, maybe I missed it. But anyways, the sound effect would have been... Oops, not that quiet. Yeah, it threw me off. It threw me off. Anyways, there you go. Well, I guess it missed it. Oh well. I gave it a shot. I gave it a shot. How's everybody doing? I was like, oh man, I gotta get over there and play it. It's so quick. Alright. But thank you, Scouting Dude. Okay, well thanks. See, isn't that weird how Ashy Snows with the same number is a different color? I mean, it's not even, I don't know, it's exactly the same number, but they're supposed to be fuchsia. Thanks, Ashy Snow. Yep, Streamlabs is on. Let's see if that one plays. Come on. There we go. There we go. Alright, that's for Scouting Dude too. People hate this song. I'm gonna play it on and on. Hey, thank you. Quietly Frozen. Quietly Frozen, the coolest name in YouTube history. There we go. Yeah. So which one? Not really. I think we'll just do the kidnapping thing at the end. Well, thanks, Scouting Dude. And by the way, you guys, if you want to get the notebook, it looks just like this, and it's thick, and I actually add the black and red freak pens, just like this one, and I replace the pen that they give, and then yeah, for $25 on PayPal, or if you send in 30, you get the stress ball too. It's a good deal. It's a good deal. Why did that one do? Oh, Quietly Frozen's was 50. Okay. There we go. There we go. Because people hate it. That's why I made it.
Remix.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate it. I think the bots are working now, maybe. But yeah, if you want to get those notebooks, you do it to PayPal. And I was thinking of actually starting off the show with the... I was thinking of sending in 500 to the Wounded Warrior Project. And then maybe, we'll just add it to kind of not a semi-rotation, not like Rain and those guys, but something like that. What do you think of that? Well, thank you, Renergy. Wow. It's like the best start of a show I've ever had, I think. Yeah! You guys are awesome. Thank you. What's going on, Caligal 3? Everybody, what's going on? This is crazy. Man. And then I'll probably at the end of the month I'll do another 500 to them as well. This is early in the month here. Oh yeah, everybody got their merits and bonuses. Huh? Merits. Okay, here we go. Well, thanks, Quietly Frozen. Man, you guys are amazing. I mean, it's amazing. All right, let's see. I think they're gonna have me put my address in here, but we're gonna do your best gift. Well, we'll do 500 now and then 500 at the end of the month. What do you think of that? All right. So now I got to put in my name and everything. You know my name, but got to put my address in there. Although most people, even it's easy to find anybody these days. So. Thank you so much, Quietly Frozen. You guys are awesome. So let's see, we have Quietly Frozen, Caligal 3, Renergy, Scoutin' Dude, Quietly Frozen, Ashy Snow, Scoutin' Dude, and then there was one during the beginning of the show. Let's see. Oh, and Dobby Smith. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Have you, any of you guys like that? Other than like donation night, but that's even still rare for that in a row like that. All right, let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to get it the payment in. Hold on one second. At least they have... Wait, what? Why did they send me back there? Not sure why it's saying that. Please review all the fields below that are marked with an asterisk. No, there wasn't any. Well, let's see. I now have to check. I don't know if I sent it or not. No, it's not there, so... Wait, what happened? Oh, well, thank you, Eugenie. Dude. Room go right about me. I can't even do it. Hold on a second. Trying to figure out why it sent me back. Let me see. Sorry for wasting your time here, but I'm trying to get this. It's weird. It's sending me back to please review, and then there's nothing with an ask. Oh wait, there it is. Jeez, stupid. All right, I gotta do it again. All right, I think it'll work this time. I forgot to put my email in there, which I need because that's how you prove to the trolls out there that you actually sent something. All right, here it goes. All right, so I'm doing it in honor of Scouting Dude and other military members out there that have been wounded in, you know, battle or whatever. I mean, even just doing anything, training, anything like that. You know, they put their lives on the line out there for us and protect our country. And, you know, I think this is the organization, I believe, that helps like make houses work better for people that are missing arms and legs and maybe can't walk or something like that. So we're going to send another 500 at the end of the month as well, but we just sent 500 in just now, and here is the thank you, Gray, for supporting Wounded Warrior Project. We have successfully processed your gift of 500. All right, then we go to the email. So here's my email right here, and let's see. There it is right there. You sent a payment of 500, all right? So for all the trolls out there, it actually did get sent. You can go check yourself. All right. Anyways, you guys are awesome. Definitely we'll send more at the end of the month and to other places, and then we got always add to the DNA fund that we have as well. So that's awesome. And thank you guys. I mean, Eugenie, everybody, I mean, all of you guys right in a row there. That was crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that. Okay. What does that mean? This is wild. What is? Oh, there goes my stomach. All right. So I don't think I'm going to start on the 4 kidnap, but apparently they're saying now that it was a mistaken identity. Man, what a nightmare. I think those 4 people are dead. Those 4 people that were kidnapped. 2 of them looked like they were already dead, and they were just loading their bodies onto a pickup truck. But we'll get to that one later, all right? They went over there to get medical procedures done, and somebody thought, wow, what a great time to just, I mean, it just sucks. I don't know why anybody would go to, I mean, I know it's a lot cheaper, but man, to trust the ability of somebody in Mexico to do a surgery, come on, you guys, let's be a little smarter than that. What do you mean, Gray? There's some great doctors over there living in, oh, give me a break. Jesus. A lot of people do for some reason. Miranda, I don't know why. You see it all the time. There's medicines over there that are way cheaper and things that are they don't allow over here, but isn't that insane, Christy? I mean, wow.
Thank you, Gray, for your honesty and knowledge. Thank you to all the military men and women.
Yeah, it's not the greatest time to go to Mexico. I mean, if you go to one of the resort places like Cabo or something, you're probably okay. But, you know, just right over the border in some shady town, forget it. Alright, so this is a crazy story here. I had this in my folder on March 1st, and you know, because of the trial and everything that we were covering, I wasn't able to get to it. And then I think I saw Sleuth Mom and I went, oh yeah, God, I forgot all about that. And then so she covered it, and I thought, yeah, we got to do that one. It's crazy. But here is the original stories right here. So this happened on February 5th this year. And it says, woman dies after becoming unresponsive in Knoxville police custody. Okay. And then it says 4 police department personnel are on administrative leave.
Tonight, a woman is dead after becoming unresponsive in KPD custody.
This is an article from the 7th.
Now TBI is investigating what happened. So here's what we know so far. 4 KPD personnel are on leave. 3 of them are officers. TBI says 61-year-old Lisa Edwards was arrested for trespassing at Fort Sanders Medical Center. Reports say she would not leave after she was discharged from the hospital. She became unresponsive in the back of the police car and died at the hospital the next day. Fort Sanders is telling us tonight we cannot share.
Yeah, so we cannot share specific details of the patient's care, but we want to extend our deepest sympathy to the family, blah, 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 blah. You know, so that was on the 7th. Then there's another article from February 21st. DA, women in KPD custody died of stroke, no charges to be filed. There will be no criminal charges filed against Knoxville Police Department officers involved in the arrest of Lisa Edwards, officials with the DA's office announced. There will be no criminal charge. It's sort of a weird oddity type of thing, but man, I would fire a couple of these people regardless. But anyways, here it is.
No criminal charges in the death of 61-year-old Lisa Edwards. She is the woman who became unresponsive in police custody earlier this month and then later died. The DA's office says Edwards died of natural causes after a stroke.
So this is before the body camera was released.
The medical examiner's report says there was no physical struggle between her or KPD officers. The report says Edwards went into cardiac arrest in the back of the police car February 5th. She was put on life support but died the next day. She was arrested for trespassing at Fort Sanders Medical Center.
She was at a hospital
after being discharged but refusing to leave the hospital. Edwards was in a wheelchair after a previous stroke.
Yeah, so anyways, let's play the body camera footage. It's like an hour and something long, so it might take a while, but I think it's worth it to watch the whole thing.
They asked you to leave, didn't they? Did the hospital ask you to leave?
That's too loud.
No, they said they want you to leave. You got to leave, though. They want you gone. No, they want you gone.
So he's talking out the window to the lady.
You can't get where? You can't get to where?
That's not what the problem was, Rebecca.
They don't want you back up there. They want you to leave their property. They want you to leave their property, ma'am.
Yeah, let's just play it, Zozo. Let's let people see it.
Can I what? You got to go somewhere. What? Well, I don't. Who beat you up?
Anyways, let me just move it to the when they start going outside and talking to her.
Florida Bravo.
Go ahead.
Hey, I'm out here on 44's call.
Yeah.
Ma'am, what's your name?
My name is Lisa Edwards.
Okay, Miss Edwards. They said you have already talked to the doctor. You listen to me. I'm talking. You've already talked to the doctor. You've already been discharged from the hospital. They want you gone. I'm talking.
Yes, sir.
I understand you say you got some problems going on. You're going to have to find a way to get out of here. Okay? I don't want this to turn into a situation where you have to go to jail. If you're looking for somewhere to go because you're cold, I'm sorry, but I'm not taking you to jail just because you're cold.
Want that.
Well, they said that you've been checked.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, Caledonia. No idea what you just typed it up there.
The doctors have discharged you.
I'm not
You have no reason to be
for
here.
a homeless person. I shattered my ankle and I had a stroke.
Well, if the medical professionals have saw you and discharged you,
They won't.
I got nothing to do with that then, but you got to get going.
See, it's interesting because you can hear her talking somewhat normally here.
I can't even get down there.
You're going to have to figure out a way to get going.
I can't get down.
So you're saying that you're going to go to
Can
jail?
you call the preacher for me?
Who?
The preacher. I guess it was preacher.
No, ma'am, you have a phone right there.
I don't know the number.
Then how am I supposed to know the number to call the preacher then if you don't know the number? How did you get to this point right here? How did you get? Did you push yourself out here?
I called the Adam called the ambulance.
Did you push yourself out here though?
No, he didn't.
Okay. Well, what's going to happen is you're going to have to roll this off the property. And we're done now.
It's the hospital's wheelchair.
Well, you're going to have to get up and figure out a way to get going.
I can't. Can I come in and try my phone number again?
You sat in the lobby for 30 minutes and you had your phone and you put it back down. You did not use the phone. You did not even attempt to use the phone to make a phone call.
Please don't do me this way.
You're the one that told us to call the police.
I'm not a bad girl.
We tried alternatives. We tried to find a peaceful resolution. You're the one that wanted us to call the police.
I never go to jail.
Well, that sounds like that's the only option because you're not giving us anything else we can do.
I don't want to go to jail.
Well, get up and get the moving. Get up and get the moving then.
Oh, I'll take me to jail. Please don't hurt me no more, so.
Okay, I'm done talking to him. You start talking nonsense like that, I'm done with you. You'll go to jail. Boy, Bravo, can you have the wagon sitting over here?
10-4. Are you outside at Fort St.
10-4 by the emergency room.
10-4.
Give me your info. Give me your info. What's your name?
Lisa Lynn Edwards. My daddy used to be constable.
What's your date of birth?
8662.
8662?
Yes.
You know your social? Alright.
That guy was probably like, wait, who's following? Why is that guy following me? I'm not sure why I cut that off. So they decided to arrest her. Yeah, they're going to take her into custody. What were they going to do with her at the police station, by the way? You know, you take her to the police station, what do you do with her there?
It's negative 23.
Where's she going?
Jail, as far as I know. Sergeant's doing it.
Okay, well, somebody needs to tell me what's going on, or I load her up. Cause
By the way, do they really need this many cops for a situation like this? I mean, it's like there's like 5 or 6 of them out here. I mean, why don't you go out and do something useful?
Load her up unless I know
lose the arrest report and all that shit don't work.
Sergeant's finishing the arrest report right now.
So she's going to jail.
Yeah. That's what I just said.
What?
That's what I just said.
Yeah, I don't think this is patient dumping here. They just were like, they checked her, went, oh yeah, you're fine, see you later. I mean, I don't know but I thought patient dumping is when you bring him to a hospital, or is patient dumping when the hospital just puts him out on the street? I mean, she flew in here from, I think, Massachusetts.
No.
Jail.
For me? Yeah.
Not jail with a G, with a jail.
But, you know, the thing is the hospital is, I think, has a lot of culpability here. They're not just going to skate out of it. Or maybe they will, because it'll say it was something that happened afterwards.
You're jailing her, right? Not beat her. Huh? Okay, that's all I need. No.
She's not very clear.
Yeah.
Now let me go to that other monitor. Alright, there you go.
Confirmed.
Yep. So one of her bags.
Jail. Confirmed.
All right, young lady. Go ahead, we'll help you.
Okay. Okay.
I think something, you know what I think?
She's not
I think something happened to her right here when she was being stood up. Something happened to like her back or, you know, some kind of situation. I know it was a stroke, but something changed in her right after this.
Trapped in there, is she?
Oh, yeah, I am. My bag.
Her bag.
My bag. Oh, no. Please don't let me fall.
Yeah, maybe it's the exertion to...
Well, she cut on that. That's what it was.
Please don't let me fall.
We're not going to let you fall, okay?
Okay, you found
But apparently the stroke that she had doesn't allow her to walk. Before. She had another one.
Yeah, you can do it. We have faith in you.
I'm moving this chair.
So far it isn't that, I mean, it's bad, but it's not like, I mean, they're helping her try to get in the car.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I mean, like right here, how she's saying, oh no, like something, she felt something.
You step up,
I
okay?
can't.
Yeah, you have to.
Pull me back.
Yeah, big step.
I can't.
Yeah, you can. Pick your foot up. We got you. You're not going to fall. You're not going to fall. We got you. Pick your foot up.
I can't. Oh my God.
Make it for you.
Oh, okay.
Ma'am, you're going to have to get in so we don't have to push you in.
Okay.
I mean, knowing that she died in their custody, I think people view it, the first part, a little differently. But because so far they've just kind of been like, yeah, I mean, I don't know if they had to arrest her, but where would she go? She wouldn't be able to get off of the doctors checked her out. So then she's on a wheelchair, but the wheelchair is owned by the hospital. So where do you put her at that point? Because, you know, she can't just sit on I mean, it's a really shitty, I mean, I don't even know. All I can say is the behavior of the officers is shitty coming up.
Come on.
There you go.
I mean, there's a couple of them that the fact that they're still working is incredible because they're not, their personality shouldn't allow them to keep being police officers.
One more time.
One more.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you can. Can't never could. Come on.
Hang on right there. Hang on right there.
I can't.
You got it. If you get in there, you can sit down.
Stepping on her shirt, her jacket.
Oh my God. I gotta go down. Oh my legs.
Well, that's all that progress was.
Like this guy right here. Forget it.
Listen, you're gonna have to get up there because we're gonna have to physically put you up there if not, and that's not as nice. So please help us help you.
Oh my God.
You've been medically cleared, so let's get in.
My foot's raw. I can't. You're gonna break me.
Yeah.
You notice how now she's slurring and stuff. I mean, how come they didn't pick up on that? You know, she was medically clear, but when they first got there, she was way more coherent, talking normally, and now she's slurring.
Yes, ma'am, you're going to have to get in
My
there.
ankle. I can't breathe.
You've been medically cleared, ma'am. This is not going to work. So we need you to help us.
This isn't going to work, like she's tricking.
Ma'am, you need to get in there.
My head, see it right there.
We're having these breathing problems earlier when you're out here smoking a cigarette. I don't know where the top is.
Oh, God.
Yeah, well, that should tell you guys something. She wasn't having breathing problems when she was smoking cigarettes before, right? So now she is having breathing problems, and, you know, I mean...
The medicine portion of it.
She's in a hell but she got 17 packs of cigarettes. Isabella Circle. Yep, you could have gave her right. You still live at Isabella?
She told us she doesn't live there anymore.
I'm gonna pass out.
No, stop. Okay, it's not working. Okay, just stop.
No,
okay?
Gene, it was a stroke.
We're
We
not
already
doing
know.
this. So we're going to put you back there. We're not doing this no more with you. So quit. You've been medically cleared, so we know better.
My foot.
Listen, you're getting in there one way or the other, so stop. You're pulling against us. Quit. Now get in. I'm going to put you in there if you don't help us, ma'am. Now stop this.
Okay.
Just turn around, walk back. Turn around.
Oh my God.
Walk.
Oh my God.
Now step up. Now.
I can't.
Yes, you can, or I'm going to put you in there. Now get in there.
Let me in.
Don't reach on my head.
Let me in.
Get in the daggone.
Okay.
Oh my fucking Jesus, Lord, Mary, goats.
You don't have an inhaler. Well, we can't find it. We've looked everywhere. We can't find it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You do not have an inhaler, but you have 6 packs of cigarettes, ma'am.
He said, you don't have a cigarette, but you have 6 packs of cigarettes.
You have my...
But she does have an
I'm going to ask you
inhaler.
to stand up, and I'm going to ask you to help me one last time. You can stop. I've had enough. Get up. Use your legs. Stop. Now you're starting to piss me off. Get up.
Oh my brother, I just said... Okay, give me up.
You have to use your legs and quit. No, you're not. Use your legs.
I can't.
Yes, no, they're not.
They are. Why can't you put me in the back?
I can't pick her up because she's dead weight. She's not using her damn legs on purpose.
She's not helping. She was doing.
No.
You know what's weird is, well, I mean, it's right at a hospital. So I was thinking, why didn't they call an ambulance? But I mean, you're at the hospital, so they were medically cleared. Well, why don't you get somebody again? Well, she had a stroke before.
You're gonna have to come help me get this woman in this, because she's not
Another time. I don't think she can walk very well.
Huh? As soon as we grab hold of her, she goes dead weight. And the dude weighs 125 pounds so flat.
Yeah, if you're an illegal alien, you can get really good service. But if you're a U.S. citizen and you don't have insurance, they don't give a shit. It's weird how that
Sergeant
works.
started this, he can help load her.
What?
I need more muscle.
Oh my God.
You talk to him. This is not mine. I'm just trying to help.
I can't breathe.
There's not enough people. There's not enough room to get. Take it into me. What's that?
Yeah.
This is all of that.
Yeah.
No, Alan.
I can't get her.
This guy right here shouldn't be on. The guy, the skinny guy, shouldn't be on the police force.
This is the Lord. Listen to me. This is the Lord's day. All I want to do is give me some coffee and some oatmeal. I'm not going to deal with your mess this morning. We've already spent too much time on you.
All right, now see this guy right here. He's saying, "Hey, it's the Lord's day, and all I wanted was this, and I'm not going to mess with your." Here's what I'll tell you. I will tell you this: if you reverse the races of the two people, just that one clip would be shown over and over and over again to make it seem like a racist incident. But I don't think there's any racism whatsoever going on in this situation. I just think these are shitty cops saying whatever the hell they want to say to be goofy and funny to their friends. But I can just tell you, if the lady that was in the vehicle was an African American and this guy right here was a white police officer, you would see that clip played 1,000 times. This thing would be on CNN, MSNBC, played over and over and over and over and over again. And I can't stand that shit. All right, some cops are just not very good. They're terrible.
You're going to get up here in this van and you're going to go to jail. We're done with this. I'm tired of this dead weight crap. Listen to me. You're going to pick your legs up and you're going to get in here.
Okay, yeah.
There's not enough room for him to be in there.
Yeah, I know. That's the whole problem.
I mean, that's not. It's room for one.
You're going to get in. Put your feet up.
I'm going to pass out.
You're not going to pass out. You know what? We'll go and get in there and pass out. We'll be done with it. Because this is all
This is in
I have.
Tennessee
That's all it is. You're not going back in the hospital. They're not taking you back.
I don't think their time on their cameras are
They're not
right.
taking you back in the hospital. You've been kicked out of 2 hospitals. What do you need your purse for?
You don't have one in there. We've already went through it.
Inhaler in your purse.
I'll find you.
The medicine portion of your inhaler is missing from the plastic piece.
Haven't you guys been able to tell that her voice is totally different? Like she can't even speak very well. When at the beginning she could speak pretty coherently.
Don't have an inhaler.
Alright, okay, so listen, this is going to be your option. You're going to get up and you're going to sit here, or I'm going to stuff you in the floor. So which one do you want it to be? I'm leaving it up to you. You either get your butt up here, or you're going to have your head there and your feet here, and we're going to close the door and you're going to drive to jail like that.
My blood head. Oh my God. You guys can't do this to me. Oh my God, dear Lord.
There's no room in there to get it.
Well, she was going limp.
She's dead weight. She's not helping you a bit.
Well, you're about to get some, you know what's about to happen? You're about to get some more charges. That's what's about to happen.
Okay.
Well, give her more charges.
Quit coming out.
Okay.
All they're doing is assuming she's goofing around. Man, what are you talking about?
You can't stuff her in there, Brandon. That ain't gonna work.
I can't bring it out.
Yeah, I can't.
Don't touch me. I'm tired.
What's in the back, Danny? What? You think we can get her in the back easier?
Yeah. Oh God.
I don't know if she'll clean the seats and it would be able to get her out. And if her breathing stops in there. She's so round.
But I'm thinking one of us could back in. One of us could grab lower, one could grab upper.
Once she's in there, I won't be able to get her out. Somebody will have to drag her out. Hey, bud.
Is that other portion open with the lock on the other side?
No, this is it.
Yeah. I don't know if that would open or not, so we can sneak out, drag her in.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Get her up in here. I could climb back over.
Hey, Brandon, come here and look at the back and see what you think.
Get up and run off now.
Good, problem solved.
If something happens to her back there, that's on you. Then lean back.
Listen, you're going to get jammed in a tiny compartment if you don't get up there, man. Listen to me. Listen. Get up there and quit with this bullcrap. And we're going to jam you in a spot smaller. We're trying to help you here. Get in there. It's bigger and you're by yourself. You have more room. You're going. Stop. Don't put your hand down.
Please, I gotta go back.
Don't you dare fucking throw yourself on the ground.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
He's died. I'm gonna die.
She's not going to die.
She really can't go nowhere once we kind of get her up there.
Oh, I know. That's the issue.
You need to lean back. Every time you sit up, you sit
185. I'm 10.6 right now. If there's something major important, we've got some issues right now.
Might just stuff in the back seat
But we can get to both sides at least.
You don't have to divide the back seat. Full open. Yeah, we can pull her into this.
So you got seatbelts and you can hold her up. You understand?
I understand exactly what you're saying, but my problem with me is that I know it's all an act.
We all know that.
That's
shit.
the problem.
But unfortunately, if she goes over and can't breathe,
that act's going to turn into a
Hey,
problem.
wait, hey.
I got it.
Tam is on his way to drop one off. The chargers are lowered to the ground. We can throw her in a charger.
yeah, he's going to bring me that mail he's picking up to be
That's why you're going to be good sergeant.
Yeah, if you want to wait, she's fine sitting right there until he gets here.
What do you need now?
His guy back there.
This is your inhaler. The medicine is missing.
Let's go through it. Here, I'm going to lay it all out. That way, there's no argument.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
She just flew in from Washington yesterday.
You just flew in. Put her something on the plane, she said, but I wasn't sure about that. Did you find an inhaler?
No, not yet. But I can see why
She was kicked out of Blount County yesterday.
Well, and that's wise, because she went to the airport, Blount County. She flew into Knoxville.
She'll fall into the lady on that cold ground.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
If you can't get you in there, what the fuck makes you think they're going to get you on a stretcher?
Why? Scissors I just found.
Slow down your just getting yourself excited, okay? But you never stop the breathing, you slow it down. Okay? Do not have inhale. That is what everything coming out of your mouth, looking for your inhale.
Hey, I found one in the suitcase.
Right there. You might want to do that again because you didn't get anything in your mouth.
Hey, when Tim gets here, we need to tell him to load her, just so we can hear him say stop it.
She's not even using it. It's just blowing out. You're not even using it.
She's got plenty of money. She got plenty of money.
That's for a cab?
Holy Jesus. Just stayed on the other side of the river. Uniform's all nasty from her. Yeah, well, 6, but yeah.
I think they found inhalers, but that's really not what her problem is.
Get up on it.
For what? Get up on it for what?
The meeting's done. I can't do it. I'm gonna try.
Okay, we gave you an inhaler, and you didn't even use it. Twice.
I'm not sure what that means, Sandra. That doesn't even make any sense.
So medical professionals. Right. Consider it and said so.
Please send me up.
You got yourself down.
Send me up.
We actually set up. We set you up like 10 fucking times.
Send
You
me
couldn't
up.
put yourself on the floor.
Yeah.
Like you did all night.
Yeah, that little skinny cop that keeps saying the F word all the time to her. I would just fire that guy. That guy doesn't. He's a shitty person. You can just tell.
You want a cigarette?
No. No. Send me up, please.
This guy right there. He's a pile of shit.
Listen. You don't say anything else I say. Listen. When you get out of jail, you better not pull this stuff. They don't play around out there. Okay? So get it out of the system now.
Please send me up.
No, they got cleared of any wrongdoing.
Oh, sucks me low, man. On totem pole.
Look at, she's on the ground now. It's just ridiculous.
Doctor. Doctor. Oh my God.
I'm offended. She didn't call me doctor when I walked up.
Because you're an idiot. That's probably why. The other guy looked like he had a brain in his head.
Don't come smiling. You got to pay for it.
Yep, this is yours.
Why is this mine?
Because you have the lowest profile vehicle that we can get her in. Let's unload yours so we can get her loaded. We've been out here too long.
Stolen act because she was walking fine. They discharged her, and she was still walking fine. She just now she's playing games.
Okay. Well, whatever this guy is, he shouldn't be. If he's a security guard, he shouldn't. I mean, I think there's a sheriff's office and a police department. I don't know. How can you tell they're security guards?
We need to come up with plans.
And he's got a badge right there.
She's going in the back of that Charger. It's the lowest profile thing here.
I was kind of thinking just leave her on the sidewalk and I'll white blanket over and everybody can go about their day.
She's already got a warrant on her now.
Oh, okay. That'll get an extra charge for this one.
By the way, I know we're playing a video and stuff like that, but if you guys would like to help support the channel, we had that good start, but it'd be great to make it a really good night, so you get ahead this month. So if you'd like to help support the channel, I do 3-4 hour shows every single night, and playing stuff like this is sad and everything like that, but we still need the support for the channel, either super chats, channel memberships, or the what do you call it, PayPal. You can get the notebook. All right, I mean it's no different than any other night, just because we had those first people at the beginning. All right.
Disorderly. Impede the sidewalk.
Whenever we do these videos, it always just dies down dramatic. Hey, thanks, Donna D.
Give you a heads up, your discharge papers are in your bag, and that says everything the doctor checked you for, and the doctor said you were fine. Okay.
Well, the doctor said she was fine. That's good enough for me. Let's.
They don't listen. No. Them dudes don't play out there. When you get out there, you might not want to pull this act, okay?
An act.
Okay.
They keep thinking she's acting merely because some doctor said, "Oh yeah."
I get it.
And so this guy here, he was in another vehicle that they pulled up to. They want to try to put her into a squad car instead.
Yeah.
So he was already en route back to the station.
Hey, I hate to ask, but you guys would be willing to cuff me up front? Or
It's purely up to this man.
He should decide that.
All right. I just wanted to
I think he has no problem with it, though.
Sure.
I wouldn't say, I haven't seen anything where they were physically rough, like really trying to hurt her and stuff. They were trying to get her to stand up, and they helped lift her up, and putting her on the ground isn't great, but I haven't seen anything that's like they're wailing on her or beating her. That's not even really the point of it. The point is that she's obviously, something's wrong with her. They haven't done anything at all to try to aid her. They just keep thinking she's lying and lying and lying, and they're making fun of her. They're mocking her. It's disgusting. All right, we don't need public servants that sound like that. I mean, it's different, of course, if you're in the military or something like that and you're with your buddies and, you're just, they probably even do it here, but I'm talking about the cussing and bullshit that you would do on the base if you're just alone or something. This right here, their behavior towards her is really, I don't think there's a defense to it, right? I mean, the way they're treating them is horrible. Her, anyways. Hey, thank you so much, Taco Queen. And Cali Gal 3 again, thank you. I'm just talking about, like, everybody, I mean, it's not even just military. It's like, I'm with my friends, we're like, oh, we cuss a little bit more and throw out stuff like that. But the thing is, you've got somebody that's suffering on the ground and you're joking around about them, and you can tell that they're totally different. If they remembered correctly, you'd hear how she spoke pretty clearly at the beginning, and then she started slurring her voice almost like she was drunk, and that's an absolute sign that somebody is having a stroke.
You stand still for a minute, okay? You start moving, we're going to keep where they're at, all right? What's going on?
Yep. My patients are already done for the day. So are sergeants. My uniforms.
Oh wait, I was trying to find what Scout and do. What did you say for? How can you know? How do you know for sure they're security guards? Those other people. I think there's like a sheriff's department and a police department. That's what I heard, but maybe not.
She will not help you a bit. She just
dead weight. Me and the sergeant grabbed board law, like two big guys will get her. So we grabbed her by the leg and by the arm to pick her up, but she just we couldn't.
And by the way, look how well he treats this guy.
Pushed down.
Yeah.
We should be arrested.
Even telling him the story.
I'm just coming over here to do it.
Thank you, Admiral.
She's been kicked out of 2 hospitals now. She just flew in from Washington yesterday.
Okay, so maybe that is
Go to yours.
patient dumping if she's been kicked out of 2 hospitals.
I said, wait a second.
Yeah.
Tim's coming, and he has a lower profile vehicle.
Oh yeah?
I should have just let him walk all
We're
around.
at 32 minutes and 12 seconds. Let's see. Yeah, I'd have to watch the whole. Oh, there's one. Oh, there you go. Security officer. Something security. Okay. So this idiot over here. Let's see. This guy. That skinny dude should be fired immediately from that. This guy. This guy right here should just be taken off immediately. Thank you, Scouting Dude. I'm just going back to where we were. There we were.
Go ahead.
That was on. I still can't believe it.
That's right, there it was.
Sorry, the patients are worse than I.
Carter's trying to talk to her. That's a waste of everything. I got to do a paper ticket. Did she have an address at?
Isabella was her last address, but she doesn't live there anymore.
But I mean, she was at Isabella, so that.
Yeah, she just flew in from Washington, though.
Yeah.
Like yesterday afternoon.
So
she went from hospital.
Appreciate it. Have a good one.
She went from hospital to.
Hospital?
Or she went from airport to hospital to hospital. That's her path.
Hey, you're going out there. You're going to transport her, so we'll go together. So.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna get. I don't want his stuff in my car though.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, just
I think Knoxville.
I'll do a paper ticket once I get there. Yeah, we're good.
I was looking it up.
Where do you want him to pull up, Sarge? You want him right here?
Yeah, pull him up in.
I mean, see, isn't this right here already just not good, cops? I mean, look at her. Don't you think she'd want to sit up? You think she's going to want to lay down on the sidewalk there?
So you can pull.
Let me pull up. I'll be pulled
With her pants half down? Please help me up, and then the one guy turns around and walks away. So he tries to help this. Grab her by the shirt.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, she went airport, Walt Memorial, Fort Sanders. That's her path.
I mean, this guy did put a blanket on her, I guess.
Travel.
Thank you, Valerie. Okay, so after they get her in the car, then it switches over to one of the other cameras, and it goes back again, and then it goes forward. So we hear it from a different person.
Oh no, my leg.
Stand up.
My leg.
We know you can walk.
Thank you, SV Kathy.
Oh no.
Give me the arm. Give me that arm.
Oh my titties. Oh my titties. Whoa. Whoa.
Quit.
Whoa.
Hey, thanks, Nana Pam.
We need your arm back to do this.
Okay.
You scratch me, we're going to have some
Okay, now.
Did you scratch me? We're gonna. What are you gonna do? He said, if you scratch me, we're gonna have another problem. What are you gonna punch her or something? You know, at this point, I almost wish he had, because then he'd be in prison where he probably should be anyways. You know, it's like, because she was gonna die anyways because of the stroke, so he should have. Had he done that, then he definitely would have been put in prison. Except they probably would have made a mistake, an excuse for him, like, it looked like it was something different, and didn't fit the right demographic of a person that goes to prison.
Okay. No, shut up.
What did he say? Shut up?
No, shut me up.
Hold his foot up where it's going to get slammed.
Shut me up.
His foot's about to get slammed on the door.
Hey, let me reach in and see if she'll sit up for me.
That's not, I'm sorry, but I have that detail.
I mean, nobody physically like pounded on her or anything like that. It's not the same as, I mean, I hate to bring up George Floyd or whatever, but in that case, the officer had his knee on his neck and he couldn't breathe and didn't take it off, and then he ended up dying. This one, they're callous, right? They let her sit on the ground. My whole thing is, I don't know. It's one of those weird ones because it's really, for me, I'm more like they shouldn't have their jobs anymore, at the minimum, right? That's where I'm at. Like at the very minimum, they shouldn't be working. I don't know how they came up with what they came up with. Okay, put him in prison. I don't know. I mean, it's just sort of a.
Oh shit! My wagon. Did I run Lysol spray on him?
I mean, just think about if this was your mom and these guys treating your mom like this.
I got some.
Yeah, hey, them county boys, you better get it together.
You better get some act right.
What is all hers? All this shit?
Huh? No, I had the smelly good one.
Need some Virex is what I need.
Want to spray on?
Yes.
I know, exactly, scouting dude.
Make no sense.
That's not, they're not serving nor protecting whatsoever in this situation.
No, I got Hawaiian Lysol.
That actually crossed my mind earlier. It was just, wow.
I'm going to get some of these wipes.
Okay, so this goes back in time, and it's from, I believe, the officer that had the stripes, the black officer that said, "This is the Lord's Day."
She's been dismissed from the hospital. This is all an act.
What's that?
Yeah, this is all an act. She has been discharged.
I can't get her in.
Listen to me.
See, I think the hospital has some issues here. I would think.
You have been. I'm not.
And by the way, if my computer crashes, I'll be right back on in 5 minutes because we're using Adobe Premiere and it hates when you have OBS open at the same time.
I'm not doing this with you, okay? This is the Lord's. Listen to me. This is the Lord's Day. All I want to do is give me some coffee and some oatmeal. I'm not going to deal with your mess this morning. We've already spent too much time on you. You're going to get up here in this van, and you're going to go to jail.
Look at her face. She was trying to get help to...
Yeah, we're done with this. I'm tired of this dead weight crap. Listen to me. You're going to pick your legs up, and you're going to get in here.
Okay, yeah.
Well, she had a stroke not far before. Here's what I would say. I would say them forcing her to exert physical, strain might have led to her death.
Yeah, I'll have to get out. You're going to get up. Put your feet up. Put your feet up.
I'm going to pass out.
You're not going to pass out. You know what? We'll go and get in there and pass out. We'll be done with it. Because this is all an act. That's all it is. You're not going back in the hospital. We're not taking you back.
But there's something that she wasn't feeling right about that she went to the hospital, right? So what about the hospital by saying, "Oh, nothing wrong here," and then the officers take the word of the hospital and they're right there. Here's what I don't understand is why didn't they just go, You know what? We need to bring her back in. Let's see if there's something else going on here. Maybe they missed something. Nobody did that, though.
Back.
My purse, please.
They're not taking you back in the hospital.
My
You've been kicked out of 2 hospitals.
Please.
What do you need your purse for?
My hand.
It's not in there. We've already went through
no
it.
inhaler in your purse.
I'll find you.
I think it should be
The
able
medicine
to.
portion of your inhaler is missing from the plastic piece. You don't have an inhaler.
She goes, where's my inhaler? And they couldn't find the medication portion, but they did find it later because she takes it. But I mean, and he says, you don't have an inhaler. Well, I mean, she has the holder for it.
Okay, so listen, this is going to be your option. You're going to get up and you're going to sit here, or I'm going to stuff you in the floor. So which one do you want it to be?
Stuff you in
I'm
the
leaving
floor.
that up to you. You either get your butt up here, or you're going to have your head there and your feet here, and we're going to close the door and you're going to drive to jail like this.
My blood's here. Oh my God.
I think she's having a hard time even holding her hand up at this point.
You guys can't do this to me. Oh my God, dear Lord.
There's no room there to get her in there.
Well, she
Now they're laughing.
She's dead weight. She's not helping
Laughing their asses off. What a bunch of...
When you're about to happen, you're about to get some more charges. That's what's about to happen.
Okay.
Sit back. Quit coming out.
Oh God.
Let's just try to get her back that way.
Oh no, I can't breathe now. I can't breathe now.
Don't touch me. I'm tired of this.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
Please don't touch me. I can't breathe.
Guess what?
I mean, what's weird is there's like an IV bandage on that she must have had earlier.
Can't we get her in the back easier?
Yeah. Oh God.
I see why you got kicked out of 2 hospitals now.
Oh God. Oh God. I'm gonna go out. I'm going out.
You're going out where?
Out of my head.
Well, the hospital already said they ain't taking you back. We're not taking you to another one.
I got you.
I'm going out of my head.
I got you.
You got what?
I got you.
You got a tinkle?
Oh God. Help me.
For what?
Help me up. I
Help you up for what?
I mean, at least, you know, every once in a while somebody, when she said, please help me, would pull her up, right? I mean, that's about the only positive of the whole thing.
Let's listen.
Okay, here's the
Get up and run off now.
If they
have to go in and call back on top of her or something.
If something happens to her back there, that's on me.
41
It's too big to lay on her side in there.
Yeah, you could hear her slurring. Her face doesn't look the same. You go back to the beginning, and she's just talking and sounds normal almost.
Saying she can't breathe.
We can probably pull her in there, and then somebody, like I said, just climb over, because she's been dismissed, she's been discharged.
I understand it, sir.
I
You understand the liability
I
for me.
understand your liability.
Put her in there sideways. She's going to.
Oh no, I'm not saying put her in there sideways. That's not what I'm saying.
Well, how are you going to get her in there?
We can pull her back in there, get in there and pull her back in there.
Okay, but what are you going to do? Lay her down?
No. Well, we could
She's going to sit her up. She's going to fall down.
No, she won't be able to.
Yeah, that guy was, at least, you know, I mean, it's true. Had he put her in there, it just would have been a nightmare. Even worse, you know, she would have been bouncing all over.
Fall over if you stick her in the back with her back up towards the.
That's what I'm saying. She's too big.
Yeah, here's what, if I was the police department, I would settle a lawsuit. Because if that goes to court and a jury watches how this all played out, it'll be multi-million. I don't think an attorney will settle. He wants it to go to trial.
This way. So you understand, she's saying she can't breathe. If she falls over either way and she can't breathe, she dies, that's on me.
Oh, I got you.
I'm not willing to take that risk.
I got you. I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Up
Boy,
here in the side department, it's small enough she really can't go nowhere once we kind of get her up in there.
The problem is getting her in the side.
Oh, I know, and that's the issue.
I think she's already had a stroke right now. And it's just sort of manifesting itself.
Issue.
Tell me, just
I'm 10-6 right now. If there's something major important,
Things got to wait.
we've got some issues now.
See, this, at least this guy here, he seemed to sort of be, well, if there's something really big going on here. And the other one, there's nothing going on.
Think we stuff in the back seat better? I'll just give you paper if I have to.
Well, we can get both sides at least.
You don't have a divider in the back seat, yeah? That's full open? But yeah, we can pull her in at this.
So you got seat belts so you can hold her up. I mean, you understand?
I think her having to exert herself is probably what led to her having a stroke. She seemed to be fine when she was sitting in the wheelchair. You know, at least doing better. And that when fine's relative. I mean, relative to later. When you listen to her at the beginning, where are we at? 41:51. So go back to the beginning, and you listen to her, and
Edwards, they said you had already talked to the doctor. You listened to me. I'm talking. You've already talked to the doctor. You've already been discharged from the hospital. They want you gone. I'm talking. I understand you say you got some problems going on. You're going to have to find a way to get out of here. Okay? I don't want this to turn into a situation where you have to go to jail. If you're looking for somewhere to go because you're cold, I'm sorry, but I'm not taking you to jail just because you're cold. Well, they said that you've been checked. The doctors have discharged you. You have no reason to be here.
I'm a homeless person. I shattered my ankle and I had a stroke.
Well, if the medical professionals have saw you and discharged you.
Yeah, see how like she's totally different.
Oh my God, get a stretcher.
Now she's pulled herself.
Oh my God. Get a stretcher.
Get a stretcher?
Yeah.
Why we need a stretcher?
I can't breathe. I need to get my...
And by the way, don't you think that all cops at this point, when somebody says they can't breathe, you pretty much immediately go into, okay, let's make sure everything's fine. Just because of all the other cases where people use it, I can't breathe. You know, it just seems odd that they're just ignoring all of it.
Well, look, you don't have an inhaler. You see this? Sit right there.
And look at her left arm hand. It's curled up. You know, it's normal.
Listen,
haven't they noticed that either?
She just flew in from Washington yesterday.
You just flew in? Did you find an inhaler?
No, not yet.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Caledonia. I can see cops being frustrated, but the way they're talking to her and the way they're treating her is weird. I don't know what the hell you're even referring to, Caledonia, but you know.
You had a stroke 5 years ago.
No, I'm gonna have another.
Well, she'll fall if you lay down on that cold ground.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Please, you can take me. A stretcher, please.
The stretcher's not going to help you.
If we can't get you in there, what the fuck makes you think we're going to get you on a stretcher?
See that guy right there? That guy right there? Just get him. Get that guy out of there. Who wants to listen to? He was just trying to be cool to, hey, make me an officer, man. I'll say these kind of things. And he's a security guard. What a sick person.
To where? This hospital is
And look at her breathing. It's difficult.
not going to deal with you anymore. They've already kicked you out. You've been kicked out of 2 hospitals.
Oh my God.
And it wasn't a day-to-day thing, Caledonia. Your comment up there was ridiculous. I just have to say, I don't have time to. But yeah, it wasn't a day-to-day thing. She just got there into town.
Listen, if you're having problems breathing, this is what you need to do. Stop talking one. Slow down your you're getting yourself excited, okay? So if you're having problems breathing, slow it down, okay? Let's slow down. You do not have an inhaler. That is what everything is coming out of your purse looking for your inhaler. This is all you have in there.
Right there, the green one. Yeah.
Hey, it's not one of this.
Right there.
Please hurry. Okay.
You might want to do that again because you didn't get anything in your mouth. You didn't get anything in your mouth. I'll sit there and watch
Oh my
you.
God.
You might want to do that again.
Okay. Hang on my purple jacket.
Can you do the inhaler
purple
again?
jacket.
Can you do the inhaler again, please?
Yes, sir.
You say you can't breathe. Let's do the inhaler.
Hey, when Tim gets here, we need to tell him the loader, just so we can hear him say stop it.
She's not even using the inhaler.
Yeah, it's just blowing all
It's just blowing out. She's not. You're not even using the inhaler, man. Okay, let's make a deal. You want your jacket? You sit your butt up.
Yeah.
No, sit your. No. You got down there. You got down there. You can get up.
I need right on it.
She got plenty of money.
For a cab?
Oh God.
Holy Jesus.
Oh God.
Just stayed on the other side of the river.
Oh God. Give me a.
Start feeder.
Give me a.
Let's see. Yeah.
Give me a stretcher.
Did you what?
A stretcher.
Ma'am, you're not getting a stretcher.
Yes.
Why have we why haven't you understood that yet?
I'm getting a stretcher. I'm getting a stretcher.
What's your need for needing a stretcher?
Get up on me.
Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing: is I don't know how she got to Tennessee, or what she was doing, or anything, or who she was going there to meet, or it's irrelevant, really. I mean, it's here she is at a hospital, and she's being treated like absolute garbage. So, by the cops, and 3 cops, I guess, and 3 security guards, for really no reason at all. They're just sort of watching her die slowly.
For what?
Please.
To get up on it for what?
Please, you guys. I can't breathe. I'm gonna die.
Okay, we gave you your inhaler, and you didn't even use it twice.
I did.
So I don't want to keep hearing about you can't breathe. The hospital discharged you. They said everything was fine with you.
No,
We
they
found
lied.
it.
They won't.
So medical professionals lied. Okay. So 2 different sets of them.
Please set me up.
You got yourself down.
Set me up.
We had you set up. We
Set
set
me
you up
up.
like 10 fucking times.
Set
And you
me
keep
up.
putting yourself on the floor. Just like you did all night.
You want a cigarette?
No.
They asked her if she wanted a cigarette. Look how funny I am, everybody.
No. Set me up, please. Please set me up.
Listen to me. If you don't listen to anything else I say, listen to this. When you get out to jail, you better not pull this stunt, because they don't
But it's not a stunt, okay?
play around out there. Okay.
See, you know, in one aspect, this is very similar to the, I forgot his name. What's the guy? I said it a while ago, with the knee on his neck. It is similar to that. No, because nobody's listening. She's saying she can't breathe. They're not creating the pressure or something, but they're not doing anything. Yeah, George Floyd. They're not doing anything about it. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing a damn thing about what she's saying. They're just, yeah, standing around, watching. So in that aspect, it's almost identical. They're just not the ones creating physically, you know, other than I think they made her exert energy that she didn't have, and that created the stroke. I mean, the timing of that, it can't be ignored.
So get it out of your system now.
Set me up. Please set me up.
Thank you, Scouting Dude. Yep, she was a human being. Right, exactly.
Oh my God. You're killing my back.
Listen to them laughing.
Oh, 6 below ground.
Jesus.
Doctor!
I think she thought that guy was a doctor. He could be.
Oh my God.
I'm offended. She didn't call me a doctor when I walked up.
Yeah, that's because you look like a dipshit. Not even close to a doctor, so she didn't ask you.
Don't come smile. Hey, don't
Now, plus, you've got a police uniform on, so maybe she's smarter than you are creating a joke. You get what I'm saying?
come smiling. You got the transport.
Yeah, I'm gonna hear. Why is this working? Because you have the lowest profile vehicle you're in. Fair enough. Let's unload yours.
This is all on that? Because she was walking fine, they discharged her, and she was still walking. She just, now she's playing games.
Well, we've come up with plans. Yes. I'm going in the back of the car with the lowest profile thing here.
I was trying to think
He's already got one on now.
okay.
You better get an extra charge for disorderly conduct. You about to get anything I can think of, because this is
Disorderly?
ridiculous.
Meeting sidewalk.
Yeah, you about to get anything I can think of.
I'm gonna have sex. Oh, please.
Hey, just to give you a heads up, your discharge papers are in your bag, and that says everything the doctor checked you for, and the doctor said you were fine. Okay.
Have you
Blount or Blunt, Blount Memorial Hospital.
You ever been to the Knox County Jail?
Yeah.
They don't listen.
No.
Them dudes don't play out there. When you get out there, you might not
They
want
said she had constipation.
to pull this act, okay?
Okay. Okay, please give me a second.
Oh, sorry, that's not the one. That was the first one that she was at. Edwards then sought additional treatment at Fort Sanders. So it must be what officials said, and was discharged around 7 a.m. So that's Fort Sanders where this incident took place.
Put me in the stretcher, Becky. Alright. Please, please.
I know, I just said that, Miranda.
No, there's
Jesus, hold on. Let me remove that.
no stretcher for you.
Yes, it is. I'm going.
Yeah, she's struggling to breathe down there.
I'm going. Oh my God.
I'm going back to the report that she originally sent. And
oh my God.
Can you get to it?
Oh my God.
The IR number on the CT.
Absolutely.
This guy, right? Whoever this guy is just useless. An absolute zero. He didn't. I don't even know if he did anything whatsoever other than laugh at jokes.
Please. Inhale. Please, sir.
What's the matter now?
Please inhale.
Meet your inhaler again. All right. Can you please
So now there is an inhaler with the medicine.
use it the correct way this time? Because you have not used it the correct way. Because I myself have an asthma inhaler, and I know the way that you used it is not the correct way.
I got one too.
Oh my God.
I know.
Please help me, sir. Sir.
Why?
Yeah, why don't you help her sit up so she can use the inhaler?
Set it up. Please
Take your
set it
inhaler.
up.
Relax. Take your inhaler. Stop working yourself up so you spit it all out.
You're not breathing any of that in, ma'am.
Please set me out, I will.
Ma'am, you're not breathing any of that inhaler in. You're
Take
spitting.
the inhaler and relax.
I can't do it. You guys
Alright.
You guys are gonna let me die. You guys are gonna let me die.
Ma'am, you have used
You guys are gonna let me die, she said.
your inhaler 3 times. If anybody is letting you die, it's yourself. Because you aren't using it the correct way. It's all on camera right here with you using that inhaler and blowing it out.
Please set me up.
When you settle down, take your inhaler. We'll help you out. But you got.
What are you talking about, Caldonia? You sound like an absolute clown. I'm gonna have to put you on timeout again. You're just.
You gotta do yourself.
She typed in, "It's sad and tragic. I get it. But if law officers are faced with this over and over and see no effort on his or her behalf to get better, what would you do, Gray?" An idiot. Go somewhere else, Caldonia. I'm not interested in the way your brain thinks.
Just lay yourself back down.
Please help me, sir.
You getting up in a minute, so just relax.
No, because you didn't use the inhaler the correct way.
Relax, relax.
Gray, you're so mean. Oh, good. I'm just not interested in somebody whose brain works like that. There is no excuse for anything that the officers are doing right here. She's not able to help herself because she can't.
Huh?
Right here?
Yeah, pull him up and see if he can pull in here. Or we can just let her keep laying on the ground and let the wagon pull off. And
Try to roll her this way.
Please help me up. Please help me up. Sir, please. Oh, please help me up. Please, sir. You don't you good like that. Another drug. Oh.
See how she's just slurring all over the place? That should have been a sign to them.
Oh my God.
She'd already said that she'd had a stroke before.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Please help me up.
Here's what I would have done. I hope I would have done this. You see, the thing is, people get wrapped up in their other buddies and they're goofing around and joking around and blah, 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 blah. There's got to be a higher standard for police officers. This whole thing right there should never happen, the way it was all done. Okay, so whether, I don't know how it is, you know, they're goofing around, stuff like that, if that's normal, etc., etc., etc. It shouldn't be. What it should have been was somebody went, you know, something doesn't seem right. She seems like she's really struggling here. Let's see if we can get another look inside that hospital. It's right there, for God's sake. Easiest thing in the world. Who cares that the doctor, somebody cleared her earlier? What difference does it make? In fact, if you'd brought her in, it could have solved all of your problems, and they would have had to take her off of your hands again. You know, I really don't understand any of this. Really, I think it's disgusting, and whether or not that's normal, you know, I sure as hell hope not. But what I can say is, if any time cops act like this on a scene, they should be immediately removed from the police force.
Please help me up now. Please, honey. Please help me up.
Just laughing and goofing around and just yeah, you know, just smoke up, Johnny.
Oh my God, you're gonna kill me. Please help me up.
And I'm 100%. You guys know me. I'm a pro cop person. You know, I think almost like 97% of all cops are really good people. This kind of thing, though, I wasn't really aware of. Like, does this happen a lot? You know, I mean, I'd be interested to know, because this should never be happening.
Please help me up. Help me up. Please, I beg you.
Thanks, Jim Lon. He said, it's so obnoxious when police or government officials throw out profanity and the F word at people. Yeah.
Lord,
we're about to help you.
The Lord, please help me. Please, for the Lord. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. I'm having a break. Oh no, my leg.
Stand up.
My leg.
You know you can walk. Now stop.
It's twisted. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
We need her on her back.
Yeah, get it to her back.
Okay. Okay.
You scratch me. We're gonna have some
fun. Okay.
Like, what are we gonna punch her if she scratched you?
In here.
Come on, man. Let me get out. We'll get some this.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of them. There's other ones out there. It's just the whole interaction outside of the scene I don't like. There was another case of a homeless man and this huge, like, I think he was Samoan, and this other guy, officers, they just beat him to death. You know, they just beat him to death, and he was calling for his mom at one point, and just sick shit.
Did you lean her up and see help her?
He wasn't even fighting.
Come on!
Help me up. Help me up.
You can set yourself up. You better hold his foot up where it's gonna get slammed in the door. His foot's about to get slammed in the door.
Oh, please.
Oh.
Okay, I just throw her shit in my wagon and decide to
Anyone Lysol spray on them?
Oh, and the officers were cleared, by the way, in that one. I mean, it was just an absolute joke. You watch this on video, and there's no chance.
I got some.
Hey, them county boys, you better get it together.
You better get night right.
What is all hers?
All this shit. Huh?
Jacket, shoes.
No, I smell it.
What is it, Lincoln?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can you open the other side?
So this is them from inside the car, putting her in the car. That's basically the same. There she is. She's by herself in the car now.
Set up. Set me up. Come on, set me up. Please. Come on, set me up. Come on, doctor. Oh my God. I can't say this free. You guys.
You can hear her. She's not doing well at all there.
Oh my God. I can't breathe.
You know, I thought it was just a weird, like, juxtaposition. Is like, you have this lady dying in a car,
come on, set me up.
and then right outside the car, there's a couple walking, holding hands.
Oh
and
my
it just
God.
seemed weird. You know.
I can't say this free. You guys. I'm going to.
See, like right here. So, like a couple oblivious to what's going on inside that car.
Who's that me? Oh my God. Oh my God.
I don't know. I don't have too many. Like the driver of this vehicle, he tried to set her up and stuff like that, but he just wasn't able to get it done, and you know, he was put in a really shitty situation. Like basically, he was like the younger cop. He'd already had somebody in his car, and then he drives up on the scene. They had him come over there and then transfer his person to the other vehicle, and then they just put her in his vehicle, and he drives away. One thing I thought was ludicrous, though, is that he actually stopped for another vehicle in the roadway.
Doc, I'm sitting there.
But at that time, he wasn't thinking it was a medical emergency.
Don't worry about her laying down.
Turn back, please.
What's that?
Set me up.
You pulled yourself to.
Set me up.
She pulled herself to that position.
There, sit up.
Okay.
Sit up.
Okay, good deal.
Come here. Come here and sit. Come on, slide over here.
Okay.
Oh, can you sit her on that side?
No, that's good. Oh my God.
I just worry about
Oh my God.
Hey, can you turn yourself around?
Can you sit, lean up against the other side?
This is the thing. We have tried everything we can.
Oh my God. I just fell. Set me up.
Sit up.
She's doing this to show.
No, I ain't.
Sit up.
Yeah, you are.
No,
Now
I'm
scoot
not.
over here. Scoot back towards me. Scoot. Just scoot.
You peed in my car? No, I ain't doing. I'm sorry, I ain't doing.
Like she peed in the car, but doesn't that also another sign that she isn't able to control her bodily functions?
Oh my God. Okay. Okay, go. Take me off there.
No, no worries, Sergeant.
Oh no. You guys.
You're fine back there. Stop it.
Take me off there.
I'm dealing with you today.
To the hospital.
Hey, Sergeant.
You
want me to do the code A or?
Take me to one. Across from the Sonic.
Yeah. Because he left.
What's that mean?
He wanted to help me. Stop it.
I'm trying to
grow up.
I grow up.
Yeah, grow up.
You'll be this way one.
You're fine.
Can you get my later?
You can get up.
I can't.
Yes, you could.
No, I can't. I can't. Please just stop and pull me up. I can't breathe. Stop and pull me up. Please.
I'll be in route.
This time is way off the other ones.
Oh my God. Thank you, yeah. I don't know.
Call Brandon.
I'm actually almost having a hard time breathing now listening. I'm thinking about how shitty that would be.
And you need to stop and push me up.
No!
Yes.
Try.
Please, I need it. I can't, I'm not stopping.
What's up, you called?
I'm not stopping up.
Yeah, I have, some situation at the hospital, I gotta take her. Did the guy have, blood on him? No, but he is shooting by his fingers. Blood on him.
I lose him.
See any blood.
Lose him.
He did.
She's saying I'm losing?
He has shoe stuff from the extinguisher on his feet. So, yeah, we're good.
40 Bravo. 98
Just lift yourself up.
I can't. I'm done. Raise up.
No.
Yes.
See, it's sort of weird because you see these things, her breath, and it creates these little things that float around. Especially here in a minute. Like right here.
How you doing back there?
She says she's doing very good, not very good, or very good. I don't know. You can see the shadow of her hand.
Why did you pee in my car? Hey.
She says something about her head is something. Her head hurts or something.
We tried multiple times. We have tried to help you. In and out.
See, like, see the stuff right here, these little white things? You can see she's still breathing. I think I can still hear it, and these little white things are moving around. He's saying, "Are you okay?" But I can still hear. Still alive right now. See, this guy, you know, I don't think of him as the same as the other ones. So I think it's right around here where she's not alive. Except none of them seem to really be in a hurry to go help somebody. I don't hear her anymore now. And there's no more of those little white things floating around. Like, I think she's already had her last breath. No, it's not. It's not the death rattle, BC Barry. I mean, she was going nowhere towards help whatsoever. I mean, she's going to a freaking jail.
Hey!
I think it's pretty hard to detect a stroke that hasn't happened yet. Although she was at the hospital and not feeling well, they said she had, I don't know what they said. I mean, like right now she's been dead in the car for like a minute, and you're just driving around. She didn't respond to you saying anything, so that should have been, you know, something else. Like, hey, you know, something's not right. I got to take her back, or even pull over and call EMS, something. That was a stroke glass.
You on the radio?
I don't know what the guy driving's thinking. He got put in a weird situation. You know, he was just transporting somebody. She's not responding, so he's probably like, I don't know. I feel less shitty about him than the rest of those people. I mean, they were at the hospital and they called him in there just to put her into his car to drive her to the police station. It was lame.
Yeah, we just got 2 calls on that vehicle.
Oh, what is this? Is this rescue or something?
Are you all 1025 on that vehicle?
Oh, that's the EMS, right? Yeah. Or is there? I think there was another vehicle. I don't know what he was. I forgot what I was watching earlier. I think he did a traffic stop or something.
39. He's 640 at Broadway. 41. Did you stop that vehicle?
Yeah, I got the passenger out of the vehicle now.
Mm-hmm. But why didn't you go check her first? So that's pretty shitty.
39. Are you in?
Hey, are you up? Yeah, they should be. I don't know, she's not responding back here now. Hey!
Not sure what you're talking about, Sandra, but...
Hey! 41 Bravo.
So this guy isn't really aware of the whole thing.
Can you start me at 47 here, emergency, please? For a different incident. Hey, come on, stand up!
Can you advise what for?
Yeah, everybody is. Every single time says that. No matter what. There's nothing possibly... You know, this guy should have taken her to the hospital or something, but he was just called there to give her...
Negative.
And he wasn't aware of the whole situation. I don't put him in the same level as the rest of them.
Sit up.
They were laughing and telling her to smoke cigarettes. And... See, what's weird right now is she's not even alive. Yeah, but you always disagree just to disagree. Often. Everybody's shitty. Every time. Doesn't matter. Hopefully the EMS... I mean, they're never even... I'm not sure what that car is behind them. They had the lights flashing. Yeah, I mean, the guy isn't good either. He made bad decisions too. But those other guys just passed the buck along to some
There's no one that can come to deal with this.
younger cop.
No.
And put her body basically in his car and he had to drive. You know? He wasn't one of the ones sitting around yakking and laughing and goofing around. But either way, they're all trained. This is all just garbage.
I don't know if she's faking it or what, but she's not answering me. I don't know if she's faking it or what, but she's not answering.
Yeah, well, see, right when he was there... See, the thing is, when he got to the scene, see, this is the cop who, he was called over because he has a cruiser, right? So he pulls up, and then they took his the criminal out of his car and put him into another car, right? Then all of them were, all of the other ones were telling him, oh, she's just goofing around, she's faking it, she's fine, right? Then he takes off with her in the car, and now he's dealing with this situation. He doesn't know, but at the same time, why not just take her to the hospital or call EMS or something? I mean, there's so many shitty... I just don't put him on the same level. And no, I didn't say he was an angel, Zozo. Your interpretation of things I say is so off 90% of the time. It's insane, really. The thing is I don't think he's an angel, everybody. But this guy right here is... I don't put him on the same level as the people telling her to smoke up and laughing at her, putting her on the ground. This guy's the transport, and he made mistakes too. Everybody made mistakes all along the line. I just don't think of him the same. Now you can all think he's just as bad because it's cool, or you can look at it rationally and think, well, yeah, that's true. He wasn't really there during the first part. So he doesn't know what's going on. He was told that she's just lying when he got there. He didn't get to see from the beginning to that point. He was kind of just used to clear the problem for everybody else. And yes,
wake up.
He's like, wake up, wake
Come
up.
on.
Now he probably realizes it's a hell of a lot more severe than he was led to believe by the other cops. Well, he just called a minute ago and they said there's nobody available or something. It's ridiculous. Let's see. Looks like I cut this off, but arrived on the scene shortly after Edwards was found. Let me see if I actually have the link in here. Where is that? Yeah, so all the links are in the description if you want to go watch it again. But let's see. So it's this video, and it's near the end. Okay, EMTs arrived on scene shortly after Edwards was found unresponsive and transported her back to Fort Sanders Regional Medical Center, where she passed away on February 6, 2023. So they must have been able to keep her alive for some time. The incident remains under active investigation by the Knoxville Police Department's Internal Affairs Unit. The Knoxville Police Department conducts thorough and detailed administrative reviews to ensure that the actions of its officers and employees meet the department's high standards. Yeah, you've got really high standards. Yeah, so this was on February 27th. Yeah. Anyways, it's all shitty. I was just saying, all I'm saying is that last guy, I think, had less responsibility than the rest of them. Because he was brought to the scene just as to use his squad car because she wasn't able to fit into the other vehicles. And then they just told him, oh yeah, she's just making it up. She's goofing around. He didn't know any of the backstory or anything going in. He was just driving. Yeah, it happened on the 5th of February. So maybe they were able to keep her on life support or something throughout the night, and then she died on the 6th. Let's see. Right, so just let her fall on the ground. Maybe it's the only way you could do it. Yeah. Well, no, he couldn't really, you can't hear, like he's in the front seat. He was checking on her. He was knocking on the glass like, hey, are you okay? You okay? They can't hear like we can, I don't think. Because there was glass in between. We're hearing the video feed that was from that back seat. But yeah, he could tell something was wrong. That's why he was saying, hey, are you okay? What's going on? Because he thought they had told him that she's just goofing around, right? So when he was able to notice, wow, something doesn't look quite right, then he was asking, and then his demeanor changed. You know, but now it's too late. Yeah, I did see it. He pulled her hair to get her up, right? You guys are just so... I mean, if she's not... she's not even conscious at that point. It probably made it easier to lift her up or whatever he was doing. I mean, I don't know. You know, you're viewing it as if it was... I don't know. I wasn't there to help lift her up or anything like that. The rest of it, we've already gone over it. I think all the cops, at least 2 of the cops and 2 of the security guys shouldn't be at least working whatsoever. None of them physically injured her in a way where she would die. That's why they got off. They didn't get charged. They were all cleared. But the thing is I think they forced her to exert herself, which caused the stroke. Yeah, but what we always get on here is everybody, you have to hate everybody or nobody, right? Every once in a while, you can just look at things rationally and say, yeah, well, that one cop, he shows up late and, you know, and look at it like that. Instead, everybody's really shitty no matter what. That's what I can't stand, is the irrational, emotional approach when you're just trying to go over a video and discuss it, and everybody is a piece of garbage in a situation like this, instead of maybe looking at it and going, well, yeah, that one guy, he was sort of put and thrust into a shitty situation. Okay, there should be the ability to think like that, but I notice that oftentimes if you don't hate every single person in the scene, then all of a sudden you think everybody's awesome. And I didn't say that at all. I covered the whole video and discussed it. It's ridiculous. God, every single time. It reminds me of the Gabby Petito case. All right. I don't really have any more to offer or go over on this one. I think it was a really shitty situation, and the cops that were on the scene were just trash people and treated her like absolute garbage. An old elderly lady who obviously, you know, just wasn't really doing well in general, and laughing and joking, telling her to smoke up. Hey, you got 6-pack of cigarettes? You know, the inhaler situation, the whole thing. It was just, and they really degraded her as a human being, letting her just sort of sit around like lying on the cement. You could tell like her left hand was curled up. You know, that's sort of like something's going on there. Her muscles weren't working. And then these people put her into the squad car, and then that guy was driving her back. And he was told that she was just faking it. And then he realized, wait, she's not faking it. So that's why I put him in a different category. He showed up later. He was there right at the end. What about the background music, CG? It's on. What are you talking about, CG? It's playing in the background. Yeah, the defund the police is what destroyed our police forces. So if you were one of the people out there that supported the defund or reimagining police forces, it's your fault that we're in a situation like this. And you are why there's too much more crime. Do you know that we just had 2 Walmarts in Portland leave permanently just now, today? They just closed their doors permanently because there was so much shoplifting that they couldn't make any money, and they closed 2 Walmarts. And now those Walmarts, and those are in the areas of communities with lower income, and now they don't even have places for them to go to shop. You know, it's ridiculous. 2 Walmarts. I mean, those things are massive. And they have actual food there that you can buy, and it's in clothes, and it's cheaper. And they're gone now. I mean, it's an absolute embarrassment, you know? And it's because people who thought, ooh, it's so neat to reimagine the police. I mean, give me a break, you know? How about this? Let's get higher, you know, better training and higher quality people in there, actually, you know? And more. I mean, I think one of the main problems is we need way more police officers in the United States. We need thousands and thousands more. You know, cutting it isn't the answer. You guys really want to live in like an apocalyptic type city? You know, like Detroit is in half of it? Or Chicago? It's ridiculous. I don't know, man. People that are like, well, we should defund them and repurpose the money for something else. That just means you're dumb, okay? That is the reality of it. Just look at yourself in the mirror, and if you ever get robbed at your house, or somebody breaks in and nobody shows up, it's your fault. Because of people like you who think like you. Right, who would, yeah, like Danielle said, they're having a hard time recruiting police now too. Yeah, you know why? Because who in the hell wants to, you know, like somebody shooting at you, and if you shoot first and there's too many things, like this is a whole different situation, the thing happened today. But there's other incidents where, you know, you feel like you're an officer with your hand tied behind your back, plus there's so many people that just hate you. And I actually respect police officers. I'm glad that they're around. You know, I don't want ones like we just saw in the video there. Yeah, I can tell you that. But I'm glad that they're around, because whenever something's happening to you, you are thankful as hell that they're there. Right? Anyways, it's just so frustrating. I think so too, Daryl. I think if you voted to put people in that were anti-cops, you shouldn't even expect to have a cop show up to help you ever on anything. You know, it just means that you're one of the people that decided that you'd rather let violence rule the day, and you can just go F yourselves. Okay, that's what I would say. Yeah, cool, Mona. Good for you. Hey, look at that. Let's get some other thing here for a minute. Look. Oh, Chloe's going nuts. It's cool. I like watching him play, you know. Yeah. Any other thoughts on this one? I mean, I can understand liking elements, not liking elements of all the, hating all the cops, and not liking elements of some of the other cops, but not being able to distinguish the difference between some behavior and other behaviors is not a good thing either. Thank you, Nikki Zibs. And the Hawk. Thank you very much. And if you missed it earlier, we donated $500 We're going to probably get another, we will be giving another 500 at the end of the month, but it was to the Wounded Warrior Fund. And so I got to add that. Sorry, we got to go to the main screen. I forgot to add it. So here we go. Let's add it to the number.
Refund the police.
So now this is at 139,250. There you go. And then also currently this year we're at 12,500. And then let's see. I might have to add this one. That was Wounded Warriors, right? Yeah. I think I might have said Wounded Blue. Or, let's see. I'll just call it WW. There we go. All right, so we're at $139,250 since January 2020. Now I wish I had that so I could remodel the garage. And then the current year, $12,500, and so far this year, we put $5,000 into a DNA fund. National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, $2,000. RAIN, $1,500. Innocence Project, $1,000. Texas EquiSearch, $2,000, and Indigenous Vision, $500, and Wounded Warrior, $500, and there you go. So that's so far this year, $12,500. We did $62,000 last year. I think we're going to be able to beat that maybe this year. We'll see how it goes, but decent start, anyways. Thanks, Sarita. Who are you talking to, Sarita? Has anyone shoved a mic in their faces? Right. What's she upset about? Who? I don't know. Who was mean to you, Sonny? I don't even care, to be honest with you. All right, I'm going to move on to, let's go move over to the Mexico, the 4 Americans that were kidnapped. I don't even think it was a kidnapping. I think it was that they were shot at, and I mean, one of them was still alive, though. So here's the... Oops. Yeah, so they're dragging somebody. And then this lady is forced to get onto the back of the pickup. And then I'm not even sure what's going on with these other ones. It looks like they're... I can never find an exact location of where this took place. I mean, I was close. I found, you looked at the name of there's this gas station sign. And, but look at, they're dragging people. These people probably were already shot. Right? I mean, what are they doing here?
Those look like, I mean, that person is moving their arm, so they're probably still alive, but... Yeah, so that was in a small town. Where I think oh man, my computer crashed, so I lost everything that I had. We'll have to go look for it again. Yeah, I wasn't sure what those were. Those look like tire tracks to me. Like somebody skidded. There were two parallel. I mean, I don't know if that's... Those are too wide for tire tracks, but... I mean, they do... No, actually, I mean, they look so perfectly parallel, those two things. And then there's body here, but that could be blood running away from each one of them, perfectly straight down a hill. But I just thought that that was too parallel to think that that was blood for sure. See how they're... see how it goes perfect, two lines going down, so I wasn't really sure what that is. It could be blood running from their bodies, though. I mean, definitely could be that. Because they're lifting this person up from the end of one of those. Four kidnapped Americans crossed into Mexico for health care. Ciudad Victoria, Mexico. 4 Americans have traveled to Mexico last week to seek health care, got caught in a deadly shootout, and were kidnapped by heavily armed men who threw them in the back of a pickup truck. But I think there's more to it, like they were actually shot. The 4 were traveling Friday in a white minivan with North Carolina license plates. They came under fire shortly after entering the city of Matamoros, so from Brownsville. It's just over the border from Brownsville, Texas. So you can come in, looks like right here, and I think this is Brownsville. Right in this area. Let me type that in. Yeah, it's right there. But there's also, I mean, the border's right here, so it could be that they took this entrance into there. But it could very well be, you know, right there. That's looks like that goes right into Mexico right here, and that's how you get in. And you know, it could be. I mean, did they get shot at right after they came in? Let's see. Yeah. I never could find the spot unless somebody can find where they had the street, you know, a street name somewhere. But I couldn't find it. There's all kinds of pictures out there, but all 4 Americans were placed in a vehicle and taken from the scene by armed men. The FBI said the Bureau is offering $50,000 reward for the victim's return. Zeldria Brown said her brother, who lives in Myrtle Beach, and 2 friends had accompanied a 3rd friend who was going to Mexico for a tummy tuck surgery. A doctor who advertises such surgeries in Matamoros did not answer calls seeking comment. Oh boy. Yeah. So I think this is where this is their vehicle right here. Let me see what that says. Puente International. No, so that is that street. Yeah, so maybe it is just down this way a little bit more. Let me start right here and just go. Although it doesn't have a divider in the street, that's the problem. Yeah. See, this image over here doesn't have. It's kind of more of a narrow road, but see how it says international? So that's how you. It's definitely pointing down the street, but maybe it's the other one then. So I guess we could go over to, because one site pointed to right over here, and then here's another entrance in. You know, where would that be though? Again, just saying. It's really tough to find that spot. Unless it's written somewhere. Edwards then sought additional treatment at Fort Sanders. Oh, that's a different story. Hold on. That's the same one that we just did. Hold on a second. You know what's weird is people just message me on Facebook that I've never heard from in my life and then pretend that I've talked to them a million times. They're like, hey, now let me ask you something. Did you? This one lady says, hello, said something like, hello. And I said, I don't know who you are. And she goes, but you must know who I am. And I go, well, I don't know who you are at all. I've never seen you in my life. And then she goes on this weird conspiracy rant. I have no idea who that was. Yeah.
The FBI is offering a $50,000 reward to secure the safe release of 4 American citizens who were kidnapped in Mexico on Friday.
Their conditions are not known at this time. Christian Benavides has the latest from Miami, and we want to warn you that some of the images from this report are
with other motos being a white minivan in Brownsville, Texas. The FBI says the Americans entered Mexico driving a white minivan with North Carolina license plates. Shortly after crossing the border, gunmen opened fire on groups. This part of Mexico is under a level 4 do not travel advisory, the State Department's highest warning level.
You basically are playing with fire if you, as an American citizen, go into Mexico.
Michael Vigil is the former head of international operations for the Drug Enforcement Agency. How dangerous is this part of Mexico right now?
The war in Tamaulipas is between the Gulf Cartel and then also the cartel known as the Cartel del Noroeste. Both of them are extremely violent.
He's Christian Benavides, CBS News, Miami.
Hold on, there was
Of course, we will post any updates about this kidnapping both on air and online at khou.com.
4 Americans kidnapped.
Well, right now it is dark and very foggy on Galveston Island, which is making it difficult to search for twin 13.
Let's see. U.S. citizens, this is 3 hours ago, were kidnapped in brazen attack carried out by multiple gunmen in northern Mexico. U.S. officials confirmed on Monday that a Mexican citizen was killed in the incident. The Americans traveled to Matamoros in Tamaulipas state across the Brownsville, Texas, from Brownsville, Texas, on Friday in a white minivan with North Carolina license plates. Let's see. The FBI San Antonio Division office said in a statement Sunday that the vehicles came under fire shortly after it entered Mexico. All 4 Americans were placed in a vehicle, but they were carried in the vehicle. I mean, they look like they were injured, you guys. I mean, I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Here's a video posted on Twitter on Friday appears to show the moment the Americans were kidnapped. So let's see what the Twitter video looks like. Maybe it's clearer. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger for sure. Yeah, see, there's one laying on the ground right there. It's not blurred out this time. Oh, maybe they were. Oh, they were probably said, "Get on the ground, get on the ground, get on the ground." That makes more sense. So maybe they weren't shot. See how their hands are out? Like she might be. This one might be told, "Put your hands out. Put your hands out." Or maybe they're out all the way. Actually, I don't know. Although it's weird, why don't they stand up and get into the car? Why are they having... Oh, wait. Yeah, it looks like that dragged blood over there on that one. Hold on, let me go back. Oh, yeah, yeah. See, whoever this is right here has been shot or injured badly. Because look at... Now, I mean, I'll show you why right now. See right here, there's nothing on the ground in terms of a smear mark. Now watch this. See, now there's something got dragged there, and then you see this. I think that's blood there. I mean, that's Jesus. That's not good. So again, look right here, and if you go back there, there's nothing there. So this person here has been injured really badly. Do you guys see what I'm showing you? Yeah, this one seems fine, but so you look at right there. Now there's going to be, look. Doesn't seem like any of you are able to see it. Yeah, they're just lifting. That person's not alive, probably. That might have been the Mexican citizen, though. Because they said one... Yeah. What's this? That one survivor person here must be freaking out. Let me see the beginning of that. So somebody's got their head up and looking around, this person. Then they laid it back down again. And then they got moved next. Looks like they were bleeding too. Yeah, that's not good. Jeez. The 4 people, I don't know if they've named them. That was tummy tucks. That's why they were there. For one of them. Just the usual dragging of bodies after a cartel shootout in broad daylight today in Matamoros. In the video, one woman is forced by men armed with guns to climb into the bed of a white pickup truck. The men then proceed to drag 2 people into the vehicle. The first woman is walking and sits in the back of the truck. The other 2 people seem to be unresponsive, but their condition is unknown. Photographs from the scene viewed by the AP show a white minivan with the driver's side window shot and all the doors open. The van sits on the side of the road after apparently colliding with the red SUV. The photos show people lying in the street next to the van, surrounded by rifle-toting men. The photos seem to match the video posted online, which was taken from another angle. An ambassador to Mexico, Ken Salazar, said in the statement Monday that the Americans were kidnapped at gunpoint and that an innocent Mexican citizen died in the attack. He did not offer any additional details, but said various U.S. law enforcement agencies were working with their Mexican counterparts to recover the missing U.S. citizens. President Biden was informed, boy, I'm sure he'll go out there and really kick some ass, about the situation. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said Monday she declined to answer other questions, of course, no doubt. Mexican President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador said Monday that the Americans had crossed the border to buy medicine and end up caught in the crossfire between two armed groups. The FBI said the van the victims were driving Friday carried North Carolina license plates, but authorities provided no other details about who they were or where they were from. Yeah, I guess there's warring cartel factions there. Citizens at this particular part of Mexico is a level 4 do not travel. See, there you go. The United States says, we don't want you to go there. It's not safe. But if you want a tummy tuck, it's a really safe place to go. You guys, unless you're going to a resort like Cabo or some other place, don't go there. Okay, Mexico is a shithole at this point. All right, and it's basically it's like Detroit or Chicago, the bad part of Chicago, all over the place. And what's weird about I went to Cabo once. That's fun. I played golf there at Palmilla and Cabo del Sol, and we stayed in. I can't remember. I thought our hotel was like pink or something. That was pretty fun though. Yeah, but I just here's the thing: is Mexico has tons of money from tourism, and they have oil and everything. So why aren't they doing well? Something needs to happen over there to fix the problem. I think we all kind of know what it is. So maybe get special forces. Who knows? Do something. Yeah, Cabo's crazy. I remember playing golf on one course, and it looked like nobody had ever played there before. Almost as if every time somebody hit a shot, they would take the divot and sew it back in. I mean, it was unbelievable. And then when you went on the range to hit golf balls, they were set up in a pyramid. It was weird. Yeah, we went on deep sea fishing once. They didn't have enough bait fish though, but we did get had a couple on the mackerel. That's what I said, Olivia, at the beginning. That they said that it was a mistaken identity. I'm not sure if I have the article that said that, but I said that at the beginning. Tummy tuck, kidnap Americans travel, That's what I found earlier. Yeah, there it is. So CNN again. Oh yeah, he's got the troops heading over to New Mexico. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. The U.S. citizens were assaulted and kidnapped by a gunman in northeastern Mexico on Friday in a case of mistaken identity, a U.S. official with knowledge of the investigation told CNN. The Americans are believed to have been targeted by mistake and were not the intended victims. So I think they're all dead at this point. Maybe the one woman they will let go or something. Investigators believe a Mexican cartel likely mistook them for Haitian drug smugglers the official said, adding investigators have not identified any concerning criminal history on the part of the Americans. So what they're saying is they had the dreadlocks and they were African American, so the Mexicans thought that they were Haitian drug smugglers. Mexican President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador offered a similar explanation. The information we have is that they crossed the border to buy medicines in Mexico. There was a confrontation between groups and they were detained, the president said. The whole government is working on it. But why do you have groups like that there? How come you guys aren't doing something to, solve the problem? The missing Americans who were not identified drove into Matamoros on Friday in a white minivan with North Carolina plates, the FBI in San Antonio said. They were fired upon by unidentified gunmen and were placed in a vehicle and taken from the scene by armed men. Well, of course they have arms. Remember that from Reno 911? Oh yeah, there's armed men in here. Well, of course they have arms. And then he drove. It was on Reno 911. You got to watch, see if you can find it. But on Reno 911, they drive through a drive-through. I've told this story before, but they drive through a drive-through, and the lady inside is being robbed. So she hands the cop a note, and they read it, and it says, 2 armed men in here. And they both looked at it. Of course they have arms. And then they drove away. Stupid. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Reno 911 was great. I thought it was hilarious. Perfect, just excellent comedy. I think they could, while you're under, Dan, maybe. Sneak it in. Maybe a 2-for-1-er. Negotiate down a little bit, do some haggling. I think I don't know if they're dead, but I have a suspicion that all 4 of those people aren't alive currently. Yeah. Even the one that was alive sitting there. But I have hope that she's still alive. Yeah, Reno 911 is hilarious. I actually bought DVD, like multiple episodes of that one. Won't say what, Dobby. I don't even know what you're talking about. Sorry. I don't know. It looks like 2 or 3. What does it matter how many people took them? I don't get it. Look like 3 people, maybe. Okay, looks like 1, 2, 3. This is one of them. That's one of them. That's one of them. This is one of the Americans put in there. And it's 1, 2, 3. And there's 2 bodies here, so it's probably 2 of the 4. And maybe there's a 4th somewhere else that we don't see. Don't know. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Peaky. But, you could drive the ones far away and drop her off somewhere. And going on Ruth people? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Ruth people. I mean, just look how it's like in Mexico. I mean, what if it was like that here on a daily basis where... See, that's where we're headed, though, with the defund the police. as I said 1,000 times, law and order is what makes a civil society and what allows you to not be a third world country, right? And as soon as you start getting rid of cops and you let people just do whatever they want, you turn into a third world country, and it's absolute trash. Okay, so next time you think it's so cool and hip and neato to get up there and try to be, let's defund the cops, everybody. Yay, it's so neat, because look what happened to George Floyd. Guess what, everybody? George Floyd is the worst person to have this all fall on like he was a hero. George Floyd was a terrible person, a shitty person who was treated shitty and horribly by a cop who ended up, I mean, I think the cop should have been put in prison and got exactly what he got. Everything that the cop did was horrible, okay? But George Floyd wasn't a good person, okay? So can everybody, I mean, he was just god-awful, actually. So the weird part is everybody, you have this hero that isn't really a hero. So there's these other people, though, that have been killed like that, yeah, you can see. What was the one in Georgia? The guy was running, jogging, and those two idiots killed him. Yeah, that one, those guys should get exactly what they got. And so what I'm saying is, the reason I brought that up is there's all these movements, defund the cops, over crap like that. Really? I mean, how about you just have a little, maybe other training? And for example, in the George Floyd case, those two other young officers, they should not have lost their job. They shouldn't have lost anything, because their superior officer they were kind of in training. What are they going to do? Tackle your superior? There's no way. Okay, so I thought that was terrible. I think the one Asian guy by the street, and I don't know what his name was, and the officer who had his knee on the neck of George Floyd got exactly what they should have got, because they just didn't give a damn. The two trainees, forget it. Yeah, well, when we should fire bad cops, but we also have to make an environment where other people want to become cops. And do we have that right now? Yeah, I wasn't asking what Chauvin's name was. Yeah, we don't have an environment where I wasn't asking what maybe I did. I don't even remember now. I just said the cop who had his knee on his neck. Yeah. No, I mean, Portland is horrible. We used to have very little crime, and it was like the up-and-coming city, kind of hip. Everybody wanted to come here. And now it's a joke, an absolute embarrassment nationally. I have nothing positive to say about it. It's pretty, there's trees and things like that, but other than that, forget it. Yeah, I mean, there's camps downtown. It's ridiculous. There's people, tents lining the streets of downtown Portland. Well, you know what it takes is an office, or like somebody to run the city of Portland. And you go in there, and your first goal is, we are removing every single homeless person from downtown Portland, and we're putting him in designate some park somewhere, and that's where you take them, and they're given food, and maybe you give them some shelter somehow there. But you don't allow this stuff to happen in the cities themselves. I mean, it's amazing how people just don't see it. They act like there's, what do you call it? That they have, like they're so woke and morally superior, virtue signaling. Oh, they're just they're just down on their luck. They need to. No, I got to tell you, I would say over 50% of homeless people choose to be there. You literally ask them, and they go, "Oh yeah, this is what I want to do." It's great. I mean, man, they sit on the corner, they get money. They do whatever they want to do with the drugs, and I don't know why it's so hard for us as a people to create a place where they can be and they get food and shelter, but you do not get to be in downtown Portland disrupting and creating problems for people. That's when you get arrested every single time. As soon as you do that, you're arrested because we've given you a place to be homeless. You get food and shelter. So there's no need to go over there unless you want to get drugs or something. And so that's when you're outside of what we're allowing you to do. When you choose not to be homeless anymore and not do drugs, then you can... I mean, it's sort of complicated, but it isn't really. Just one day, get them all out of the city and do not let it happen again. Have police officers driving up and down the street, and it's not allowed to happen ever again. That's the way you do it. And where you put them, maybe you take them to Delta Park or someplace 10 miles away, but you give them food. I don't know what's going on here. It's just ludicrous. You know, for example, we have a shed in the backyard that if you put it costs like $6,000. You put drywall inside, and so it would be a great place to live. You could probably have 2 people sleeping in there, and then you have outhouses. So what they should do is build these huge communities of these somewhere out of sight from the civilized society, but they have these places. They're manned by guards, and people live there, and food is given to them, and they live there, and that's great. Now, if you want to get out of there, you have to join society. But you don't get to be living on the streets of a civilized city society. Does that make sense? Is that mean? Like, I don't know what's mean about that. Provide a way to have food and a place to live. What do you mean jail? I'm going to probably end the show here in a minute. It's kind of died down. Let's see. And yeah, I think you have. I mean, just think about it. If you had $1 million, you could build 1,500 of those shed shelters. Just $1 million. So why not get $10 million and build 10,000 of them? And there's like these little city type park areas that you let homeless people live, and it's kind of enclosed. You can leave when you want. You have to go out a gate or something, and you get food, and you can leave and come and go whenever you want. But you have to stay there. You don't get to sleep on the street. It's a freaking nightmare. What sounds terrible, Laughing Stock? Living on the streets or in a nice little shelter with the... How is this QAnon what I'm talking about? What? Are you crazy? How is this what I'm saying, Trumpy and QAnon? I mean, you sound like a lunatic, CB. Boy, this is Trumpy and QAnon because I'm saying that you shouldn't allow people have tents up and down your streets in your cities. Yeah. Wow, I think that's just common sense. I would hope most people think that way. It doesn't feel safe at all. Yeah, what a dumb person. Jesus. Let's see. Yeah, I'm sure. Let's see what the channel is. Oh yeah, they were just created. It's one of those troll accounts. Bye-bye, CB. Bye-bye. It was created 2 months ago. Yeah. San Francisco did that without homeless. I don't know what that means. It isn't safe at all. Just the fires alone. Yeah. Well, anyways, you guys, I think that's going to do it for me tonight. All right, I appreciate you guys all being here. Hopefully the one lady survives that was on the back of that truck. But, you know, as soon as they left and they found out they made a mistake, they probably... Hopefully they had some sort of code of some sort where they let her go. And maybe they still have her and they're trying to figure out what to do with her. Don't know. My name is Gray, Daphne, not Greg. Thanks. Well, thank God for that beginning of the show, because the rest of it was... Hey, thanks Dobby Smith and Scoutin' Dude, Ashy Snow, Quietly Frozen, Scoutin' Dude, Renergy, Caligal 3, Quietly Frozen, and Eugenie. And that was basically almost the entire show there. And then we had Matt, Texas Girl, Donna D, Christy, and then Taco Queen also jumped in on that. And then Caligal 3 again, Renee H, Adniram, Valerie, Hotsfeld, SV Kathy, Nana Pam, Norm Scanlon, Scoutin' Dude, Tracy, Scoutin' Dude, Simple Life Days, Jim Lon, Nikki Zubs, The Hawk, Sarita, Scoutin' Dude, and John Dunn. Thanks, John Dunn.
Thanks, Greg. Mods freaks, get some rest.
Yeah. And let's see, what do we got here? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'll do a spin for the notebook, all right? And I've only been on it for 2 hours and 48 minutes, but I'm going to try to make up some time for the 5 or 6 or 7 5-hour shows that I did during that trial. I mean, that was crazy. Crazy times. All right, you guys, here is the spin for the notebook. All right, hold on, let me check. I didn't even check if somebody... oh yeah, and Sandra Turner on Cash App. Nobody bought the notebook though. Anybody else? Let's see. No? Oh wait, there's one. Yeah, there we go. Your Gypsy bought one. Very cool. Thank you. Oh, and thank you, Lisa Valenzuela. And man, that I hope the Tennessee Police Department there, which one it was, gets sued out of their ass. And I think they'd lose. If you put that in front of a jury, and they watch that, and you can see clearly that she could speak somewhat normal, and then it got worse and slurring, and then she could barely talk, and then her breathing, and then she just died in the back of that car, that those people didn't have a clue what they were doing. They treated her horrendously and absolutely disrespectfully. It was disgusting. I mean, is there another word for that? Yeah, I think it was Knoxville. I mean, I think that's it. I mean, it was disgusting behavior. They didn't physically beat on her or anything like that, but I think they forced her to exert energy that may have, created a situation where her body shut down because he had already had a problem before. Like, I don't know exactly how she got to the hospital that she was at. Apparently she needs a wheelchair anyways, so I don't know how she got in there. Maybe the cab drove her and then somebody got a wheelchair, brought her in, and then a wheelchair outside, and then she had no way to get around. So they forced her off the wheelchair, and then what were you going to do? Leave her on the street? Like, she didn't have anywhere to go. She was in a horrible situation. All right. Where is that spin? I was going to do the spin. Where it is. Oops. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. All right, here we go. Oh, look at that. It's quietly frozen. The coolest name in YouTube history. There it is. Oh wait, she probably usually wants another, have me spin again. I don't know if she's still there. I'll spin again anyways. Yep, there she is. Alright, here goes. Thanks, quietly frozen. Eugenie! Alright. The new red notebook. Yes, all right, Eugenie. Well, send me an email, Eugenie, and we'll send it over.
This video contains
Yeah. So, like I was saying before, you can everybody in the case of I think it was Lisa. What was her last name? That didn't have it. Oh, Edwards. I was thinking that I was about to say Anders or something. It was Lisa Edwards. Yeah, like everybody in that case has a problem. Like everybody could have done more, but there's some that were more egregious than others. That's how I looked at it. Should have been a question mark at the end. Like, I don't even know what you said, Dan. Don't even know what you said. What? Anything else? I don't know. Doesn't feel like it. I guess this article has the names of them. 4 U.S. citizens kidnapped in Mexico. IDs and friends from South Carolina traveling for tummy tuck. Alright, a second. Might as well do it before I get off here. This was sent to me by Chris. Lativia Tay McGee, Shade Woodard, Zindel Brown, and Eric James Williams, who remain missing. I think 2 of those people on the ground were those other 2 people. So there you go. Latavia Tay McGee, Shaeed Woodard, Shaeed Woodard, Zindell Brown and Eric James Williams, who remain missing, have traveled to Mexico for a cosmetic medical procedure when they were abducted on Friday. This is like a bad dream you wish you could wake up from, said Brown's sister, Zalandria Brown. To see a member of your family thrown in the back of a truck and dragged, it's just unbelievable. Yeah, oh wow, that's a different shot there. Yeah, see, that's her, and likely these other 3 people are the other 3 people. You know, like they are the ones that she came with. Wow, that's crazy. The group had crossed over the southern border from Texas into the notoriously dangerous city of Matamoros. Shocking video of purported abduction. Yeah, so that's them right there. Huh, that's crazy. This one's almost like they're going to do a push-up. This one's on the ground. Yeah, I think these are the other 3 people. They're mentioning 4, and let's see. I think that's probably going to be Lativia right there. And then there's Zindell and Eric James Williams. So there's 2 guys, and looks like, I don't know if Shaid is a male, but it looks like 3 men here physically, unless this right here is a girl. I don't think so, though. Crazy. Yeah, I wouldn't go to Mexico, you guys. Dan. All right, everybody, thank you all for being here tonight. You know, we don't always disagree or have to agree, but if I disagree, I'm going to say I don't agree. Doesn't mean you can't say what you say, right? So that's how it works on here. If you say something and I don't agree with it, I'm going to say, that's ridiculous. Okay? And whether you agree with me or not, it has nothing to do with it. You can still say it. Yeah, except when you say it, Zozo, you're wrong. When I say it, it's correct. All right, everybody, thank you very much for being here, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. And as I always say, everybody, until next time, be safe out there. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now. And during this whole time, I have not seen one person that is a... She just always words it like, I can have an opinion too. I go, yeah, you can. I just think it's ludicrous. Okay? Gonna catch you, wanna stretch you. If you try and play me like an old
projector, I'm sector, is my nectar. Professor Gray is gonna give another lecture.
What the hell was that?
And I'm always gonna be a pup protector, fool deflector, interceptor, and I'm meaner than a spectre with a vector.
On his pector with all respect, y'all.
Just remember I've a temple fucking check ya.
I have no agenda. I'm no pretender.
And I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender. Yeah, so I'll just get right back to work. All right, everybody? Talk to you.
Good night, everybody. Yay!
Good night. All right, see you. Bye-bye.